Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott. A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 29, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Prescott on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it.
And that's caught at the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Brees, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. This is Murray. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
25 yards that time. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brees finding Kamara, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down New Orleans. So for the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 47 yards. Now Breeze again. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On the draw, it's Pollard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback.
Oh, they get...
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that dip. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Bree's going to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Prescott looks to throw on first. Caught by Cobb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this. And he's going to go down again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The kick by Maher is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Prescott stripped, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tyrone Crawford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
First down, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. To throw, it's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player, How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Breeze to throw. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Again, it's Elliott. And some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did in the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
From the 24, Breeze. And he floats one there, incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
That's caught. It's Thomas. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Let's go.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got the connection to Cooper. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. From the 31, Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott has got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. To throw is Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And it's a fumble.
That's where you belong.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So Breeze and the Saints down 35-31, a little under 50 seconds to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A run, it's Murray, still churning. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
and they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.